systems functioned as they should have.
That first morning, people in central Pennsylvania were told there was nothing to worry about at the 3-month-old plant. There had been a problem at 3 Mile Island's Unit 2 reactor, but it was being handled. Later in the day, the lieutenant governor changed the story.
The situation is more complex than the company first led us to believe.
What happened 20 years ago started a string of events that would frighten people and turn the eye of the world on this island.
Good evening. The world has never known a day quite like today. It faced the considerable uncertainties and dangers of the worst nuclear power plant accident of the atomic age.
GPU's Tom Kaufman was an equipment operator who reported to the control room shortly after the early morning accident. He explains a string of equipment malfunctions and human errors. It started with a water pump system failure. There were conflicting theories, and there were radiation releases.
I was exposed to about 80 millirems.
Fears were running high, and Thornburg knew someone needed to restore calm.
And during my conversation with President Carter following that,
I guess my own view is that the crisis won't be over until we have the core in a cold shutdown mode.
In came Harold Denton, explaining complex manners in a friendly southern drawl. His main concern, a hydrogen bubble.
If the size of the bubble doesn't go down, we would be faced with a decision on selection of a different method several days from now.
The NRC thought a bubble at the top of the reactor could explode. It was a bone of contention with people at the plant who believed there was no danger. Still, calm would not be restored until President Jimmy Carter came to TMI. He arrived Sunday. Wearing yellow boots to avoid contaminated water, the president toured the control room where it all started. It was the beginning of the end of the crisis.
we've advised those who may be particularly susceptible to the effects of radiation, that is, pregnant women and preschool-aged children, to leave the area within a 5-mile radius of the 3 Mile Island facility until further notice.
That announcement sent chills up the spines of thousands of TMI's neighbors. It was the cue for many to pack their bags and get out.
Your stay here, this is just temporary.
Dozens of evacuees gathered here at this makeshift shelter at Hershey Park Arena to wait things out. And in one of the most challenging efforts of all, ambulances lined up on the street to evacuate residents of the Fry Village Retirement Center.
I sat